We are focusing our energy a lot right now in pushing our abilities, gentlemen, to create wealth for ourselves. We are pushing our energy into creating the life that we have always dreamed of living. If manifestation is something that you wish to achieve, to take your ideas and turn them into fundamental action, you need to go ahead and script it. I'm going to help with this next tarot card read in that whatever direction you need, that push, the things you need to hear, I invite you to spend a little extra time grounding yourself as I'm reading this tarot for you, in hopes that you solidify your ideas and take that intent and run with it. I am your host, T, and this is tarot. Okay, we start with Ace of Wands. And the Ace of Wands discusses a very masculine energy going. Those are eagles in the tree. I live on Vancouver Island, so that annoying squeaking sound is the glorious eagle. I don't think they're glorious. I can't lie. I don't. Anyway, Ace of Wands talks about taking your masculine energy and charging with it. It is a very phallic symbol when you look at the Ace of Wands in the traditional Rider-Waite deck or in any other tarot deck. It tends to be kind of that way. And it speaks towards the masculine energy in that it wants you to blaze that energy. Not just like we blaze, which but it wants you to take your masculine charge and go forth. You are entering a battle and you're not going to just like, no, sis, you are going to charge forward with a plan, with decisive action and intent. Next card that falls out for you is the Eight of Wands. Again, wands are kind of a phallic symbol. Now, instead of having one of them, you have 8 of them. With this Eight of Wands, I want you to take 8 ideas. 8 ideas. Drop shipping, online retail, whatever it is there's a big giant spider right here on the lens. So if you see a spider crawling on the camera, my bad if you're scared of them. Whatever your 8 ideas are, take them and genuinely head in that direction. And research all 8 of them thoroughly. Like spend a good week on each and decide whether that is decisive action you can take right now. Can I make this profitable by the end of the month? Can I take this idea and turn a profit by the end of the month? What gear do I need? What information do I need? Do I need education? What do I need to make this profitable by the end of this month? We have the Devil card, which again, look at that. So we've got the Devil card, which is also Capricorn energy, but we've got the Devil card that talks about not being held back or tied down or hindered by. And that's what seems to be the biggest cling for most people is like, I was reading Outwitting the Devil, and one of the lines was, there would probably be 1,000 more Edisons if they had not given up. If you had not taken that idea and just been like, oh, even though the gold and the diamonds are right here, you stop right here because. So use your F words, your failures. I don't like to use that word out loud, but use them as stepping stones. That didn't work. Try this. Try this. Try this. Try this. 1,000 different ways to not make an incandescent light bulb, but one way works. But in that, you don't realize that Edison's failures in finding the incandescent light bulb led him to so many other different discoveries of things that he didn't even know people were looking for. Okay. 4 of Swords talks about resting and taking a minute to just like chill. So I'm getting this thing where like you go through and find your 8 wands, your 8 ideas, and you've done your research. And after you've done your research, not jumping right away into it, but taking a minute and analyzing what all of that looks like in your life. Is this something that I genuinely can put intent and instinct and drive towards? Is this something that genuinely holds me up? 8 Pentacles. Okay, I heard take only the face-ups. 8 Pentacles, 2 Pentacles, and then you got the High Priestess. So not only does this energy hold you up after you've spent time in it, it actually is what sustains you. I'm getting this image of you trying and failing and trying and failing and trying and failing, and then $1 million slides into your DMs and you try and you fail and you try and you fail, and then another $1 million, because you're taking those stepping stones. And even though it's not your version of success, 555 on the timer, change is arriving with freaking 5 Pentacles at the top of the deck, just as I was saying that. So Spirit is speaking to you. Take those motivations, take that time. You got 8 Pentacles, then 2 Pentacles, which is the 10 of Pentacles together. I was just having that realization. You have made it, right? Because those ideas that made you $1 million and then made you $1 million and then made you $1 million makes $3 million, even though you haven't achieved your success. But when that success is achieved, that achievement makes you $10 million right off the bat. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, those stepping stones don't necessarily not make you money. They're just not the big ticket money that you're thinking. But that's okay, because that $10 million is another step, is another step, is another step. So the next time you build another one of your 8 business ideas, you can already jump a whole step or a couple rungs to create that idea. And it's okay to have failures in that next plan and in those next schemes, because those failures will make you $2 million, $2 million, $2 million, till that next one makes you $20 million. Do you see what I'm saying here, gentlemen? That the F word here is not a bad thing. I just don't want to use it as if it's something that has to happen. You can have your $10 million idea straight off the bat work for you. And I'm stoked that it did. Take me on vacation. But what those gentlemen who are not in the mind space yet need to hear is the F word, the fail word, will eventually make you the bank, because you have taken it and you have turned it into a word of valor. High Priestess is the last card I'm going to talk about, and then I'm going to let you gentlemen go and get about your day. The High Priestess, she talks about knowing things. Not thinking things, not feeling things, knowing things. Here's an analogy that I always use with people. Do you know it's raining outside, or do you think it's raining outside? Do you know you own a house, or do you think you own a house? Do you know you own a car, or do you think you own a car? And as soon as you get into the idea of knowledge, of knowing without hindrance, with the intent and the instinct to drive yourself forward, there is nothing that stands in your way. The failure word is a stepping stone, and literally it is a pebble in the sand for you at this point in time, because you have taken it and you've turned it into a word of valor and prosperity. If you would like a personal tarot read, there will be a link in the description box below. Go ahead and click it. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, because it greatly helps me out, helps us talk more and grow. Go ahead and like the video. It costs you no extra money to do so, and you're sitting there anyway. Don't forget to comment in the comment section below and spill all the tea. I want to know what businesses you're working on. I want to know how I can pray and pour libations for you. I want to know how we can help grow each other as a community of business-oriented people. Thank you so much for watching Tarot with T. And like I said before, I'm your host T, and this is Tarot. Have a great day.